What's up, boys? It is your boy, Lil Fatty, back at it again with another video. And today, let's do another one. Let's do a story time. It has been a long time in the making, because I've been really busy making videos on different channels and also videos on this channel that take me forever to edit. But story times don't take that forever, and I really like making them because they're either funny stories or pivotal stories that have happened in my life that either have changed me or just something funny. Let's get on with the video, and hope you like it. Yeah, feel free to either get some snacks, get some popcorn, get your drinks, get whatever, get your popcorn ready. It's not going to be a long story time, but I mean, people usually like eating food when I do like this type of content. So if you have any snacks with you, feel free to eat some, drink some, hydrate yourself. You know, it's summertime. Get your hydration on, cause I don't want you collapsing mid video. Okay, let's set the story. I'm at my cousin's house, Dustin. If you don't know who Dustin is, he's this boy right here. You pretty much know who Dustin is by now. We usually go to each other's houses a lot, especially back in the day. We usually go to each other's houses like every weekend. But this time we went to his house, and then we just had a weekend. We had fun. We were playing because he lived on my grandpa's pretty much farm, because we had so much land out there. Like I said in the other videos, we did nothing but dirt bike, quads, play video games, make videos, all those four things. But until nighttime, we had nothing to do, because all we had was video games or go to bed. And you know, when you're 14, 13, you don't want to go to bed at midnight, so you go to scary movies. And this was the oh shit period. I say this is the oh shit period because ya boy, when he was 13, did not like scary movies whatsoever. Okay, I was still a kid back then, like a little tyke back then, and I thought horror movies were the devil, mama. And I just thought that if I watched a scary movie, I would be either crucified or just, I don't know, I was just blatantly scared of everything. Like, I hated going to haunted houses, I hated the statues that come out for Halloween, I hated those, and just watching a horror movie, that was a big no-no to me. It wasn't because my parents didn't let me watch horror movies, I just hated watching horror movies myself. Like, when my parents put on Paranormal Activity, I was in my room locking my door. Okay, that was me. I didn't like horror movies at the time. Now, I love horror movies, but at the time, your boy was pissing his pants every time he saw Jason on screen. Jason Voorhees. Literally, Jason Voorhees. The least scariest guy. He's just a big retard with a machete. Anyways, back to the story. Me and my cousin had nothing to do. It was pretty much midnight. We were bored playing video games. We couldn't really go out at night because everything was dark. So, we just started flipping through Netflix. Nothing really on, and then my cousin was like, "Hey, let's watch all the Insidious movies." You know, the Insidious movie, like, tiptoe through the window, on the window, like that dude. All three of those movies. Let's watch all of those. And the shit was just coming out. I remember blatantly begging to my cousin to not watch these movies, but he seriously made me watch this. He was a year younger than me, and he is making me watch a horror movie when I'm 13 years old, and I'm scared as hell for horror movies for some reason at the time. And Insidious, one of the most scariest movies of all time to some sort of people, not to me right now, but like it is definitely up there for one of the scariest movies, visually especially, with that big ass devil thing. Even my big cousin was watching it with us. He came in and he's like, "Oh, what are you guys doing?" "Oh, we're gonna watch the Insidious movies," my other cousin said. And then my older cousin, he was like, "Oh shit, let me get the popcorn, bud." It was a whole thing, and I was like, "Are we really going through this?" Like, I was acting like I was in a line for a fucking roller coaster. Like, I was like, "Do we really have to do this?" And the answer was yes. We had to do it, especially for me to grow some balls like I did in the future. Me right now grew some balls, but at the time I was shitting, literally pissing my pants. Like the thought of the movie starting, I was already midway pissing my shorts. So the movie starts, and your boy is literally in this position. I could probably do the whole position, but I'm sitting on a fucking stool right now. But I was literally hurled up in a ball and trying to close my eyes, but my cousin was holding my other hand so I couldn't blind myself from the movie. And the first sound I hear is the fucking intro to the Insidious movies, and it's that big ass screeching sound that burn, and it has the Insidious logo right there. And you know shit was going to be real if that was the starting intro, like, title card. It was getting real. I'm pretty sure Insidious thing, it said based on true events, and that made my anxiety, I don't know if it was anxiety at the time or something, but just me, like, this happened in real life. I don't really think it did. I think the studio that made Insidious was just like shitting, but to me, I thought that was actually real. Like, this actually happened, and this is just like a biography of what happened in the events. So that was also going through my mind, like, shitting my bricks. Like, okay, at the point in the middle where, like, they just start, like, showing off the family, it's just a normal family, right? Fuck no, the boy gets possessed, and that's where I also lose my shit. Because you remember when that scene when the boy's supposed to be asleep, right, in a coma, right? He looks up into the other hall, looks across the other hall to his brother. Bro, that gets my skin crawling to this right now. My skin is crawling talking about that scene. That was the scariest scene, and your boy was literally in tears, bro, of sheer scared. I was scared for my life. Like, this was actually happening. But on this side, my cousin is just bawling, laughing at me being scared shitless of this movie, and he's just having a ball. Not even at the movie. He can care less about the fucking movie, but he is laughing directly at me because I am scared shitless of Insidious. Boy, this is probably my first ever, like, watch through of a scary movie, and this dude is just straight up laughing at me. That is traumatizing sometimes, okay? Especially when you haven't watched a horror movie fully and you're watching all three of the movies. It's scary, okay? It's scary. It was scary for me. It's funny looking back at it now, but right, that moment of, like, sheer, like, scaredness, and then, like, my cousin laughing at me, it kind of made me mad for some reason. And the notorious scene that pretty much everybody and their mother knows that is the scariest shit, the dancing boy, when they're playing Tiny Tim's Tiptoe Through the Rainbow, and it's a fucking schoolboy going and he's like behind the mom, and she's doing, like, chores, she's doing, like, the laundry and stuff, and she looks back and it's the kid outside the window, and the boy was literally just like, dude, I was so fucking scared of that kid. Like, I literally had nightmares of that kid. I was scared shitless. I was still scared, like, I want my mommy. Not like that, but it was just like, can you turn it off, please? My older cousin turns up the volume because he couldn't hear it over me crying. I was a bitch. When the dad has to save the kid from the devil creature, and that smiling family when he turns around, that was so fucking scary, boy. I literally shrieked. I shrieked a little boy, like I can't scream that loud, but like boy literally shrieked, and I literally felt a little bit of pee coming out. Not gonna lie, not gonna front. I'm staying a thou, but like I literally was shrieking because it was such a scary jump scare at the time. Like, I have never witnessed a horror movie like this before. Well, I haven't witnessed any horror movie in this length, like I said. But, like, that just made my pee straight right out of my urethra. Sorry for that visual. The movie was over, and I manned up that day. I think I definitely manned up that day, because after that movie, the second movie was really just like, I mean, it was scary, but after that, I was kind of like desensitized from it, if that makes any sense. Like, I knew what was coming. I knew that the first one was way scarier than the second one. I think the second one is scary, but not that scary as the first one. The first one was really scary to me. Even to this day, it's a little bit more scary to me. But I just get that memory because I literally got this video idea from my cousin. We were talking about video ideas, and he's like, "Oh, you should do this story time." So I definitely is a bonding event, I would say, in my life with my cousin, because that was like my first time ever watching a full length like horror movie. Watch every movie, and I liked it, and I like horror movies now because I know it's just actors, and I know it's just fake. Person that watches wrestling, you know, I know what is fake and like what's not, like what's scripted and what's not. So now I'm a big fan of horror movies, and whenever one comes out, I like to go see it. But anyways, it was a really fun thing, because it definitely made me get used to watching scary movies, and now I like the basis of a scary movie. Like, the last scary movie I watched was Midsummer. Could you call that really a scary movie? I mean, it is kind of a scary movie, but yeah, the last one, that time, like, it's freaky, kind of like Insidious, but it's just more like mental. Like, it messes with your mental more than like just a poo, like pop up, like scary. But yeah, that was definitely fun. It's a fun thing. And then after we went to bed, had nightmares for about a week. But yeah, still fun. Okay guys, that has been it for this video. If you guys like it, please give it a big like. I definitely like doing more story time, so if you guys like it, please give that thing a smackaroni. Also, put anything you guys want in the comments below. If you guys have any video ideas, please put it in the comments. I'm always looking down there every video, so I'm always there, and I always comment. So if you ask me a question, I'll definitely comment. Also, put that bell of notifications, because I always upload on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and maybe a little surprise uploads flickered in there. But with that, I have been Lil Freddy, and I am out.